just a moment ago. This crowd is ready as between the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins. The calendar has turned stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Fielded a couple yards into the end here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Marlon Mack, his first carry of the game. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Here's Burrow. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Play action. It's Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Burrow will throw. And that'll be incomplete. Burrow took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And he took the contact.
I don't know why I said that. I need to lose this game. Fuck.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked it
off throwing interception.
But he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as the first drive of the game. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look. On
okay, I will hit you up soon.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming.
Hit you up here soon.
Getting 2 hands around
just trying to figure some things out.
And absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And that one good for 26 and a first down. Bill. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Well, I Googled it.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end.
But I don't remember my bank account information to log in, so I have to call them anyway.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They'll give him a yard on the play, and the Bills will move the chains. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air. Nice chunky yardage.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. DJ Moore, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bills have taken the early lead. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule.
The Bills make me want to shout. Suck a dick and fucking shout.
It's paramount for this
Take
team.
a ball and fucking shout. Yeah, whatever.
Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score. Valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0.
Yeah, sure.
Set now to kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101.
Really all out fucking glitching.
5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. He completes this one to Mack. And down he
Perfect.
goes, but he takes
Atta
it
boy.
up to the 40.
And another 15 yards against me. Yeah, buddy.
I hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
They will throw on first down with Burrow.
Oh, what a shame. Oh, come on. Don't tackle him. Let him fucking score. I need him to lose. I mean, I need to lose. Fucking cocksucker.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow! Knocked him for a loss.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Desmond King picks it.
Why did I do that?
Just out across the 15.
Silly little fucker.
He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start
I'll get it back right here. We'll get it back.
About your team as a whole, because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out
The quarterback's dirty.
and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Brings up second.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. Because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Quarterback's filth.
Nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. 16 yards, a first down.
First down, Bill.
Now a shot. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Hell yeah, come on, score. I need to fucking lose.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last
Hell yeah, bomb it. Wide open. Fucking trying to win. Yeah, I'm trying to lose.
Yeah, buddy. Touchdown. A big play there.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count up what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And up past. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to look deep. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Your opponent.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. DJ Moore with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills have taken the lead.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want
Thank
to
you, bro, for not picking that off.
Grease board, right, in your playbook, 1 play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10.
This shit won't let me.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow.
Recover my.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one. Hence the decline.
Down or something.
They'll run with Mack. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Nothing is loading.
Bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Burrow looking to pass. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 36. Now a run with Mack. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Taken down right.
Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And it's complete.
Yes, nice fucking play around, stud.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
11-yard line.
On the ground, it's Mack. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. With touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Returnable for Dorsett. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Henry's got it out on the left side.
Why did I spin?
Not able to go anywhere.
Fucking Derrick Henry.
That was a simple throw and
The fuck?
even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. They run the option on 2nd down.
Oh, nice play, Ron. Stud.
A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And that's a play to applaud because these RPOs, things happen so quickly. And that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived at the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
And a throw there going to be incomplete.
It was really not bad at all. I'm actually surprised.
Who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
I don't need a quarterback. Mick was pretty good.
Now Landry. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it'll be Dolphins.
Running back, y'all.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
That boy beat me.
I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed
Poor guy has no idea trying to lose.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
The screen.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. That's into the hands of the tight end Boyle.
That was very weird.
Go out of bounds after taking it a little further down.
Dude was running slow motion.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Pick up a 6.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. On second down, here's a run from Mack, and he gets it down to the 32. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Brady, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL, and all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
They're trying for Washington, but the pass intercepted. Desmond King picks it. We don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? They'll come out throwing here on first down. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore. That'll bring up second down.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Airing it out deep for Woods.
Whoa!
Heavy traffic.
Mickle! Holy fuck! I thought. Fucking Jesus.
At the 49-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Do a screen pass, bro. You due for a screen pass, aren't you?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started
Due
in
for a
plus
screen
territory,
pass, dude. Come
they're
on.
still not in field goal
Fucking do
range
it.
yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but
He's not pretty smart. He fucking...
unable to get that one.
He won't throw it to where I am.
Third down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure
That's
of
smart.
revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted.
As I fucking say that.
Picked off at the 45.
He does that.
The 20. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain
13,
amounts
and
to
only got
charity.
fucking 4 interceptions in. It's fucking sad.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Oh my God, Michael.
Intercepted.
Maybe I do need a fucking quarterback.
And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. So his struggles just continuing here in the first half throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense.
Hell.
There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
They go play action with Burrow. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he finally goes.
I can't believe fucking just shook Burrow off like that.
Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Play action. It's Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe for a minute. Let me breathe. It's too hot, let me tap off the wagon. Lay back, fire like.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, it's Burrow. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
On 3rd down, Burrow.
Nice.
And that is
Let's fucking play.
touchdown, Miami. Devontae Parker as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins have broken their tie as they take the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. Great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well, and they may have run into it after the kick away. So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
Little flip of fortune. They had a chance to possibly pin him deep, but out of bounds, and now they'll start at the 40. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Number 88, incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. An And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Desmond King.
You got me.
He will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. Certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Mike Gesicki, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game.
You get down here to the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone.
Finally got my bank account added on Cash App, but
first down,
it still is failing.
Start the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, ah.
And now here's another interception. Picked off near the 29. And he'll bring it all the way way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Steps away to his left. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this is
what a shame. A fumble.
They get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you are closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
2nd and 6 at the Bills' 47-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 34. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. The 3rd quarter now, a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's
Sorry, busy.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And the Bills have come back to regain the lead. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if I kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The reception good for 7. It's third down. They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
But this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run for it. It's Mack. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width
Do I
of the
need
shoelace,
a cash card? Question mark.
Down. Back now in Miami. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Man open left side is Brown. Now Brown, he lost the football. And the Bills have recovered. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Forced out to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Flushed out right. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now a throw here, hauled in, and he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
Good.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
Extra point up and through by Myers, and the lead is up to 5.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And at this stage, in the 4th, they need to work this into the end zone. A field goal doesn't do much. We'll see if they can cash in following the fumble recovery. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. They'll look to throw here. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's the option. Our throw out wide to Woods, complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Going for it all. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Oops.
DJ Moore with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Bills have retaken the lead. They'll try and throw for it. Dancing to his left. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they up their lead to 3.
28.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
20-yard line.
Down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Going deep here for Parker. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And they go play action now. Burrow. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. James Washington, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are once again going to retake the lead. And that will make this a 4-point
Hell yeah.
game.
Fucking perfect.
Dolphins 35. Bills 31.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because
Wrong fucking button.
Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted.
Poor Shane.
Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
What a shame. We're going to lose.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. Coming out with a jump package to start the drive. They'll try and
too obvious.
here as they keep it on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 36-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They keep it on the ground. Mack again. It'll be a gain of 11, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want.
Oh, what a shame.
4-down territory. That really opens things up for you.
It's a gain of 4 there and gives them a new set of downs.
Each team has its own terminology. Some people call it jumbo, some call it monster, some call it king. But it doesn't really matter. They brought in the big lumber to pick up that first down.
Yeah, you think about goal line defense with the goal line offense that time getting it done. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Now it's Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was looking for Landry that time, and it's 3rd and short.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On 3rd down, a run by Mack. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
30-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was trying to go back to more there, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. On 1st down, Mack. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
The tackle made at the
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
brings up 2nd and 9.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover. Every time you turn